I'm about to save another marriage with these chicken. I can't even talk. Chicken tenderloins. Chicken tenderloins baked in Parmesan cheese and pork panko. That's why I said pork. Hell yeah, let's get started. All right, so let's start making these tenderloins, okay? I took my tenderloins and I cut the little tendons off of them and washed them and patted them dry with paper towel. You can just use chicken breasts if you don't want to buy tenderloin, okay? I'm just using them because my stove had them, okay? So over those tenderloins, I'm going to pour 1 stick of unsalted butter, okay? I'm going to pour some butter over them. This is 1 stick of unsalted, melted, real butter, okay? We'll pour it over those. And then, while they're sitting in that butter, we're going to make our mix to put on them. I'm using some pork panko. If you can't find pork panko, you can just buy some pork skins and grind them up, I guess, in your blender or whatever. Or you can just use straight Parmesan cheese. You don't even have to put these in there. You can just use Parmesan cheese. But I'm going to do this because I have it. So I guess I'm going to go with about a cup of these pork. Yeah, it's about a cup. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm almost out. I'm just going to go ahead and dump the rest in there. That's just a tad over a cup. And then I'm going to put 1 cup of the Parmesan cheese. Okay. Let's see what we got. That's a tad over a cup of Parmesan, which is fine because we was a tad over a cup with our pork rind panko. So we're just going to mix this up real good so it's nice and blended in. I'm telling you, girl, these are the best tenders I've ever had. And they're healthy. They're keto. Cooked in butter, Steve? Yeah, butter's good for you. Finally, the scientists came out and stopped telling you that it's killing everybody when it's not. Okay, so we got our mixture real good. Once you get that mixed up, I'll take my little cookie sheet here. I got me a non-stick one, but it's old. So sometimes stuff will stick to it. So I'm just going to hit it with a little avocado oil there. So then it's just simple. We're going to take our tenders and kind of mix them up in the butter a little bit. And then we are going to just start rolling it all up in our mixture here. Just kind of coat them. Okay. Coat them in your mixture. Shake off the excess. Okay. And your butter will start to, it's going to curdle up quickly because this tenders are cold. So the butter went from melted to non-melted pretty quick. But anyway, it'll still, just make sure they're coated in butter nicely, okay? Make sure they're coated nicely in the mixture. I'm going to do this with all of them. I just want to make sure they're coated. I'm going to keep tossing. But yeah, eat this. Girl, I'm telling you. You will never deep fry chicken tenders again. And I've done this with just regular chicken breasts. It's also awesome. Just use regular old chicken breasts if you want to do that. Just cut it into whatever size strips you want. Okay. Coated nicely. Should have maybe laid them out in a double layer instead of, I'm going to run out of pan space. No, it's going to be all right. See how that butter starts to get a little cold, or, when it gets cold, it's going to coagulate again. That's quite all right. Like that. Oh, I can't wait. These are gonna be good. I found that I don't know how much chicken this was. It was one package. I don't know how much it weighed, but it's an 1 cup of the panko, 1 cup of the Parmesan. It's enough. You could also just use regular panko if you're not trying to be keto. Just do that. Get you some Japanese panko. Do that too. I don't care, girl. They're your arteries. You do what you want. Steve, you trying to tell me that the panko is going to kill me, not the butter? Girl, we're all going to die of something. Just enjoy your life. Don't worry about it. All right. Try to pat it on there a little bit. Got one more little piece here. That'll be one of my little snack pieces, I guess. All right. So there they are. If you want, you can hit it. Because I do have some excess left here. So I have quite a bit. Actually, maybe could have just done a 1/2 cup, I guess. But I am going to coat each piece with a little more of that mixture. Just to hopefully get a nice thicker crust on the top. All pretty and stuff. Okay. This is, actually cleaner than frying them too. When you fry, girl, it makes a big old mess. Okay, we got the oven preheated to 400 degrees. We're going to pop them in the oven for 15 minutes. And they should be done. We'll see what happens. See you in 15 minutes. All right, our tenders have been in there for 15 minutes. Let's see what we got. Oh, pretty stuff. Nice and brown. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to let them cool completely down before I try to remove them. If you try to remove them now, you're going to scrape off all your batter, especially on the bottom. And some of it's going to come off anyway. Some of it's going to stick. Don't panic, girl. The top has got enough on there. So we're going to let them cool down, and then we're going to remove them and give them a taste. I'm going to let them cool probably 15, 20 minutes. All right, I've let them cool a little while. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get them up off this cookie sheet. Yes. See what the bottom looks like. Yeah, the bottom's brown just a little bit too. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay them on a plate with a paper towel just to absorb some more of that. It didn't brown on the bottom as much as I kind of would like. But I got my iron skillet in the oven underneath these, so I probably should have took my iron skillet out of there. It probably stopped the pan from getting too hot on the bottom. But I was afraid they might burn on the bottom. See, they're a little bit brown. You don't have your iron skillet in there like a crazy person like me. But anyway, that's it. At least they're not sticking. That's what I was worried about. They look pretty on top. I could have put some more crusties on them too, maybe. That's all right. So, yeah. They're a nice golden color. Okay, so there we have it. Time to give it a taste. Maybe we saved another marriage with this one. I don't know. All right, so here they are. Look beautiful. The kitchen smells so good too. Let's give one a taste. I'm gonna take this little one here. Let's see what we got. I guarantee you cook chicken tenders this way, you will never, ever put them in any kind of flour and fry them again. Believe me. That is just, and it's just butter, pork panko, and Parmesan cheese. No seasoning, nothing. I mean, you could add some seasoning if you want to be 5-star. Take it to 6. This is 5. You want to take it to 6, maybe. You don't need it. You don't need the extra salt anyway. This is perfect. That's unsalted butter. There's enough salt, I guess, in the Parmesan and the pork. I don't know if the pork has it. Anyway, this is good. Damn. And 0 carbs. Y'all like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next video, okay? I love you. Keep a kiss. Other side. See you on the next recipe, girl.